It's in Law and Order, Russia, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, The Rookie, and even CID. What is it with cops in TV shows and movies always wearing a leather jacket? Is it just the vibe or is it purely functional? And is there any historical connection between this garment and the force that makes these on screen choices at all plausible? That's Abhishek Bachchan in Room 1, by the way, which is set in Mumbai. You know he's not wearing that to protect himself from the elements. First of all, let's go way back. The leather jacket initially became part of the military uniform during the First World War. They were used by fighter pilots and protected them from the effects of wind chill while flying around in windowless aircraft. Garments like the bomber jacket, invented by the US Army Aviation Clothing Board, were absolutely needed to survive freezing high altitude flights. But even before World War I, the use of leather in armor as well as protective wear was quite common. And in the early 1900s, leather trench coats were adopted by the motorcycle police as protective gear, which eventually got shortened into jackets. And while brown was usually associated with the military, black leather became synonymous with the police. Alright, so that explains the leather jacket's connection to the military and law enforcement. But what about our screens? Well, in order to understand that, we need to look at our second factor: popular culture. In 1928, Irving Schott invented the first leather motorcycle jacket, which he named Perfecto, after his favorite cigar. And it was a revolutionary design because it was the first of its kind to use a zipper, something that was still a fairly new invention back then. Then in 1953, Marlon Brando donned the exact same jacket as part of his role as a sexy and charming Hellraiser in The Wild One. This, combined with James Dean's 1955 portrayal of a bad boy and rebel without a cause, cemented the leather jacket as a symbol of angst and defiance against authority. Which is a little bit ironic, I know. And in the coming years, this status only got reinforced further, with the leather jacket being adopted by musicians and artists like Elvis Presley, the Beatles, Ramones, as well as becoming the unofficial uniform for several emerging counterculture movements such as punk and metal, even making a splash on the Bollywood silver screen. But in order to understand the lasting influence of the leather jacket on pop culture and fashion, we need to consider that the appeal of the leather jacket has less to do with the garment itself and more to do with the material that it's made out of. Leather is tough and durable, and its symbolic associations are with strength, toughness, resilience, and loyalty. Bring in the pop culture connection, and you also get a touch of rebellion with oodles of confidence. Basically, leather jackets in film and TV aren't just a wardrobe choice, they're a storytelling device. And they represent all the qualities that you definitely want to see in an on screen police protagonist as he battles crime and locks up the bad guys.